Hit it. Whose house?
Sports House.
About welcome to Sports House. I'm your host JT, and today I'm gonna break down this interesting situation the Houston Texans have. Now, the Houston Texans, they have an O-line problem and a quarterback consistency problem. With Houston, their O-line been terrible for multiple years back to back, because in 2024 season, their O-line was just like how it was in 2025 season. But at the same time, CJ Stroud wasn't playing how bad he is playing right now. Well, he plays good some weeks, but then the other weeks, he just turns into a different quarterback. He needs to be consistent with it. And there's one game that shows this better than the other games, and that's the divisional round playoffs in the AFC playoffs against the Patriots, where Houston lost 26-16. Now, in this game, it was a terrible game for Houston on offensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball did their job. They got stops. They got pressure on the quarterback. They did their game plan. The defensive coordinators impressed. They did everything they could possibly do to get the win. They even got a touchdown on the board, the defense. But on offensive side of the ball, it was just crazy, because it was like 5 turnovers. It was 2 fumbles and 3 interceptions. And some of these interceptions weren't on CJ Stroud, because one interception was tipped by Hutchinson, a receiver named Hutchinson. It was tipped by him and picked off by the corner of New England. But another pick, CJ Stroud just completely overthrew the receiver and then got picked off by that same corner. So, and the O-line problem too. All game there was pressure on CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud, he was just running around all game trying to get away from that pressure that was coming for him. Because them Sackers, they was not playing. Because they kept getting to the quarterback. They had like 5 sacks in the third quarter. And it was just crazy with CJ Stroud. And the coach, DeMeco Ryans, he looked very, very, very stressed. Now, some people might just say, why not just fire DeMeco Ryans? He was the one calling the plays. He was the one leading them. He might have been the problem the whole time. But at the same time, he's the one that got them in the playoffs. And he's the one that got them in the playoffs back-to-back years. And also, they didn't win the division, but they got second place in the division. And they came back from 0-3. And that's something every team don't do. Because if history repeats itself, every team that goes 0-3 has a 20% chance to make the playoffs. And Houston, they went 0-3 at the start of this year, and now they made all the way to the division around the playoffs. And so with the Houston, what they can do next year to fix this O-line consistency problem is they could draft these 3 people I have on my list of O-line people. First person I have is Francis Marigoa, this offensive tackle from Miami. Now, he's widely considered a top tackle prospect. He's a 6'6", 315-pound beast. He's athletic and he can move fast for his size. And also, he's considered good at run blocking and pass blocking. And he'll fit perfectly in the scheme of the Houston Texans offense. Then another player I got they can pick is Spencer Spencer Fano, offensive tackle at Utah. He's considered to be a Pro Bowler, first-time Pro Bowler when he come over here. And people think he might make the rookie team, all team of rookies, and when he comes to the NFL. And if Houston draft him, he's ranked as a top 2 offensive tackle in the draft class. So he might not fall to Houston, but if he does fall to Houston, they'll be very quick to tackle him, because he's known for his footwork. He's known for run blocking, pass blocking, just as the other Miami tackle, just that he can do it way better. Next person I got in the pick is Kalen Proctor, an offensive tackle for Alabama. One thing I say, if you're drafting and you see a Georgia, and especially defense, if you see an Alabama talent or a Georgia talent, always pick those 2 talents from that specific college. Because that college, Alabama and Georgia, they always produce top talent. Because if you look at half of the stars in the NFL right now, it's like 60% of them are from Georgia and Alabama combined. They produce good talent like Josh Jacobs. They have good talent right now like Ryan Williams. He needs to fix it a little bit. They got Ty Simpson, who's entering the draft this year. He could be a star. You never know. Georgia, they produce good talent. They got Michael Williams. He's on the 49ers right now. He's improving. And also, they're from the SEC. And SEC is just like a mini NFL, but college football version. So Kalen Proctor from Alabama, he's a 6'7" monster. He's like 366 pounds. And he's very athletic, and he can move fast on the offensive line. He listens good. He listens to the head coach. He can play right tackle. He can play at guard. He'll just be a good fit in that Houston offensive line. And another thing Houston can do is they can look to a free agency, or they can trade for some offensive tackles and trade in free agency. But also, in that game against the Patriots, to be fair with Houston, they had some major players hurt. Nico Collins, he was hurt. He had a concussion. Trent Brown, offensive lineman, he was hurt because his knee. And in the game, Dermar Schultz, their tight end, he got hurt in the third quarter. And Woody Marks got hurt in the fourth quarter. It was just a disaster for Houston on that cold night in Foxborough. So that's it for today's video. See you on the next one.